Christine Brown just dropped what might be the most explosive bombshell in reality TV history, and I'm literally still shaking from watching this interview. We all know Christine walked away from that whole polygamous mess 3.5 years ago. 3.5 long years of freedom from Kody Brown's ridiculous man bun and his favoritism toward Robyn. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely shook. Christine apparently had more secrets brewing in that brilliant mind of hers than we ever imagined. You know what's fascinating about this whole situation? Christine has been dropping hints and giving interviews left and right since her departure. She's been spilling tea like it's going out of style. But during this latest Sister Wives one-on-one special, and guys, if you haven't watched it yet, what are you even doing with your life? She revealed something that has the entire Sister Wives fandom in complete chaos. Picture this scene. Christine is sitting across from host Sukanya Krishnan, looking absolutely radiant, by the way. Freedom clearly suits her. And she just casually drops this nuclear bomb about Robyn and Kody's relationship. Like, girl just threw a grenade into the middle of the conversation and watched it explode. Here's where it gets absolutely wild, and I need you guys to let me know in the comments if you saw this coming, because I certainly didn't. Christine looked directly at the camera. Well, at Sukanya, but you know what I mean, and questioned how close Robyn and Kody actually were before they got married. Now, hold up. Before we go any further, let me break this down for those of you who might be new to the Sister Wives universe. Welcome to the chaos, by the way. In their religion, the patriarch, that's Kody with his flowing locks and questionable fashion choices, isn't supposed to get physical with any of his spiritual wives before they're officially married. It's like a major rule, a big no-no. So when Christine starts questioning the timeline of Kody and Robyn's relationship, she's basically suggesting they broke one of the fundamental rules of their faith. This isn't just regular gossip, people. This is potentially faith-shaking, family-destroying level accusations. But wait, it gets better. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. When Sukanya asked the question we were all thinking, do you think they had sex prior? Christine didn't give a straight yes or no answer. Instead, she did something even more devastating. She said she believes Kody and Robyn had a sexual experience, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Can you imagine? Christine just left that hanging in the air like the most loaded statement in reality TV history. The woman is a master of implications, and I am absolutely living for it. And here's another detail that's got my conspiracy theories working overtime. Christine mentioned that Kody seemed unusually comfortable in Robyn's home. Like, he was just waltzing into her bedroom early in their relationship like he owned the place. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like the behavior of someone who's keeping things strictly spiritual and above board. Let me ask you something in the comments. When you're getting to know someone in a supposedly platonic pre-marriage relationship, are you just casually strolling into their bedroom? Because that seems like a pretty intimate level of comfort to me. Drop your thoughts below, because I'm genuinely curious about your take on this. The really heartbreaking part of all this? Christine admitted she felt betrayed when she was talking about these suspicions. You could see the pain in her eyes, even after all these years. This woman spent decades in a plural marriage, sharing her husband with other women, and now she's realizing that maybe the rules she was following weren't being followed by everyone else. But here's where Robyn enters the chat with her own version of events. She's been pushing back against all the criticism from Christine, Mary, and Janelle. And honestly, I can't blame her for defending herself, even though her defense raises even more questions. Robyn claims that Kody didn't even kiss her until they were legally married in 2010. A simple kiss. She's trying to paint this picture of them being the most chaste, rule-following couple in the history of plural marriage. But here's the million-dollar question that's keeping me up at night. If everything was so innocent, why does Christine have such specific suspicions? Christine's response to Robyn's claims? Devastating. She basically said, they lied about everything. How close they were. The fact that he was always over there.
Come on.
All they did was lie. They're just not to be trusted. They're not to be trusted. Christine just called out Kody and Robyn as liars on national television. The audacity. The absolute savage energy. I am absolutely here for Christine's truth-telling era. And you know what's even more interesting? Kody's response to all this drama shows he's equally done with Christine. He told Krishnan there's a different level of animosity for some reason, and that he doesn't see the point of ever having a relationship with Christine. For some reason? For some reason. Kody, my guy, the reason is pretty clear. You allegedly broke the rules of your own religion, showed obvious favoritism, and now you're shocked that your ex-wife is calling you out on it. But here's what I love most about this entire situation. Christine doesn't seem to care one bit about Kody's feelings. She's out here living her best life, dropping truth bombs left and right, and basically saying, "I said what I said," to anyone who wants to challenge her. This whole situation has me thinking about relationships and trust in general. How often do we ignore red flags because we want to believe the best in people? Christine spent years probably having these suspicions, these little nagging doubts, and now she's finally free to speak her truth without worrying about keeping the family peace. What's your take on all this drama? Do you think Christine's suspicions are justified, or do you think she's just stirring the pot? Honestly, I can see arguments for both sides, but Christine's specific details about Kody's behavior in Robyn's home are pretty compelling evidence that something was different about their relationship from the start. The timing of these revelations is also interesting. 3.5 years after leaving, Christine is still processing and uncovering new layers of what went wrong in that marriage. It makes you wonder what other secrets might come to light as more time passes, and she gains even more perspective on those years. And can we talk about how this affects the other sister wives? Mary and Janelle have also left Kody, and they've probably been having their own suspicions and realizations. This could open the floodgates for even more revelations about what really went on behind the scenes of this plural marriage. I'm genuinely curious about what you think about plural marriage in general after watching all this drama unfold. The whole concept is supposed to be about spiritual connection and following religious principles, but it seems like it created more pain, jealousy, and betrayal than anything else. Christine's journey from quiet, rule-following wife to outspoken truth-teller has been absolutely fascinating to watch. She's become this role model for women who feel trapped in situations where they're not being valued or respected. Her courage to speak up, even years later, is genuinely inspiring. What's next for Christine? She's clearly not holding back anymore when it comes to sharing her truth about those years. Part of me hopes she writes a tell-all book because I have a feeling we've only scratched the surface of what really happened in that family. As for Kody and Robyn, well, they're still together, but they're facing more scrutiny than ever. Every move they make is going to be analyzed through the lens of Christine's accusations. That's got to be exhausting, but honestly, if they did break their own rules while expecting everyone else to follow them, then maybe they deserve the scrutiny. This whole situation is a perfect example of why reality TV is so addictive. We get to watch real people navigate real drama, real betrayal, and real consequences. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's absolutely captivating. So, what do you think, gorgeous viewers? Are you Team Christine on this one? Do you believe her suspicions about Kody and Robyn's pre-marriage relationship? Or do you think she's just trying to stir up drama? Let me know in the comments because I read every single one, and I love hearing your perspectives on all this juicy reality TV drama. Make sure you hit that like button if you're as obsessed with this story as I am, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity gossip and reality TV analysis. I've got so much more tea to spill in upcoming videos, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. Until next time, keep living for the drama, and I'll see you in the next video.